Hey, what's up, my little TisaTellss? How you doing today? Well, if you are Kourtney Kardashian, you are literally looking at your sister's side eyes and all. What am I talking about? As you guys know, things have not been good between Kourtney and her family. Travis not only won the GQ Man of the Year award, but Kourtney also threw him in a beautiful, amazing surprise party. Her kids were there, his kids were there, all of Travis's and Kourtney's friends were there, all of Travis's family was there. But Kourtney's family, namely her sisters and even her mother, decided not to show up. Now, there are things not rumors or sources, but some people are saying that Kylie Jenner actually did Kourtney's makeup for Travis's surprise party. We all know Kylie got her own situation with Travis Scott and Young Sweet Roe. We'll talk about that later. But y'all, a lot of people are like, but were the Kardashians not invited, or did they just not want to come? Listen, I'll tell you one thing that maybe they couldn't do it. Remember how Kourtney was saying that Scott basically ruined her fairy tale, and she felt like the family completely disrespected her by having Scott there trying to find a moment when literally she just wanted to be in her fairy tale, which I think that she actually deserved, right? But here's the thing. Kim, a couple days before that, filmed with Scott. Khloe, but we all know that Kim is not really cool with Kourtney. Khloe, who Kourtney says they've been rebuilding their relationship and kind of get, also filmed with Scott. Now, here's the thing, right? And I see why they did it. The Kardashians, if you've been watching it, they've made Kim and her life the center of the show. It is boring. They tried to bring in Khloe and her Tristan drama, but Khloe doesn't want us to see the real stuff playing out, right? She's literally rewriting reality. They need the ratings. Who's the person that literally put Keeping Up with the Kardashians on the map? What always bought ratings in? I'll tell you, the mess that happened between Kourtney and Scott. They are bringing Scott back in for ratings because anything that Scott and Kourtney, whether the drama, whether they're not getting along, whether they're loved up, we're going to tune in. Kourtney said she thought it was disrespectful that they were filming with Scott. She said it numerous times, and she said, if I was other people, you wouldn't do this. And her OG, the one that defended her when the whole family treated Khloe. Remember when the Kardashians, old school Keeping Up with the Kardashians, used to treat Khloe like she was, right? A redheaded stepchild, and literally just treated her like she was an abomination. They didn't even want to look at her face. Khloe had to grow up, glow up, chop and screw her face up, do what it did to her body to literally get accepted by Kris and Kim, right? This is my opinion, okay? And it seems like she abandoned the person that actually had her back when nobody even wanted to be seen with her, and they treated her like crap. Get this, Khloe Kardashian and Kourtney's ex, Scott Disick, met for dinner at a Mexican restaurant in Los Angeles to shoot scenes for the Kardashians. And let me just say this, before I saw shoot scenes, I heard met for dinner. Do you guys remember, go watch the playlist if you don't, do you guys remember when Scott went to rehab and the people in rehab were leaking that Scott was saying that he slept with Khloe in a Montauk hotel room, and he also, I think, slept with Kylie, or was it Kendall? It was one of them. Now again, Scott could have been on those happy things, and that's why he was saying it, but I'm just saying, Khloe and Scott have a close relationship, and according to Scott Disick, according to the people that were in rehab with them, he was bragging about it was close for real. But you know what it says, right? We are family, right? Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Anyway, they said Khloe Kardashian and Scott bundled up during a night shoot for the reality show The Kardashians on Wednesday. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Travis's surprise party was also on Wednesday. So that means the night that you could have been supporting your sister, if I'm not mistaken, you were shooting with someone that she says she feels disrespected by him even being around. Again, it's almost like Khloe's learned a lot from Kim and Kris. You're throwing Kourtney under the bus because, let's be real, Khloe had to be the the person with the Tristan drama, because Kim didn't want to actually show us what was going on with Pete. The funny thing is, if she had shown us what was going on with Pete, like really showed us, that would have been a hell of a season. I would have been like, mwah, 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, right? But I guess she got tired of looking like Boo Boo the Fool, even though ain't nothing ever gonna stop her from looking like Boo Boo the Fool when it comes to Tristan. So now she decided to do a Kim. I don't want to talk about what's going on with me and my love life, right? So let me actually bring in your ex so we can make you the subject without Kourtney actually filming. Because if you see, they didn't even show in the season finale, Kourtney's wedding is not going to be center focus. So why is Scott even around when you guys are doing everything you can to cut Kourtney out the show? Anyway, and you know what? I know they mad because even with all that, Kourtney's parts are still the most interesting. But anyway, let's get into this, right? They said the Kourtney and Khloe take Miami star. Huh, kept warm in a baggy leopard print. Anyway, they refer to her as the beauty she is. And Scott often shoots scenes together for the show as they've remained friends. However, there was a real slowdown on that when Kourtney put her foot down. They grabbed dinner. It's unclear if the meeting was personal or professional in nature. They've known each other for years, with Scott, of course, dating Khloe with the 3 children, right? Again, why would it, whether it's business or personal or professional, it's being shot for the show, so it is actually professional, right? The evening shoot came after Khloe talked about her relationship with Tristan Thompson. Listen, I just want to say this. This is a mess. This is betrayal. And this is low down dirty. I get they're going back and forth, and I knew there were problems, and I called it months ago when y'all told me it was crazy, and the Kardashians were waiting to thank Kourtney because they won it for the show, and now the show's on, they don't even want to show her wedding. But why are they bringing Scott around to torture Khloe? Let me tell you something, Kourtney. Let me tell you something. If Kourtney really wants to get back, I would invite Pete and I would invite Tristan over for Thanksgiving. Matter of fact, forget about Pete, because Kim might be happy and actually show up. I would invite Tristan over for Thanksgiving. But then again, Kourtney would never do that, because Kourtney thinks that Tristan is morally repulsive, and she would never have him over for Thanksgiving just off of the strip. I just wish. And you know what? This is the last thing I want to say. Listen, you don't know any of these people. This is all my opinion. I'm from the outside looking in. But can I just say 2 things? Khloe lacks the gift of discernment. I'm sure, say what you want, Khloe's from a very popular family. She's a cute girl, right? Her body, whether she was thicker or skinny, it doesn't matter whether it was surgically altered or not, fine, right? I'm sure there were hundreds of guys that were lining up for a chance with her. But you picked the one person that lacks any moral hygiene. And not only did you do that, but you fought for him and you stuck with it and you did this and that. Look at what's going on in the sisters. Kourtney's never done anything to Khloe except protect her, be there, and all this other stuff. But instead, you're so eager to get with the people that always seem like they treated you like a redheaded stepchild, Kris and Kim. Once you got in with the cool people, you threw your OG under the bus. Khloe lacks the gift of discernment, and this mess she did with Scott was so low down. But you know what? I'll leave that where it says. Anyway, my little TisaTellss, let me know what you think of the drama between Khloe and Kourtney. And babies, I will talk to you later. Bye.